Hey loves. Okay, so this is a reading for Leo. I was picking up on your energies here. You know what I was picking up on? Leo, you have this intensity about you for a specific energy right now. It feels like there is someone in your environment, and this doesn't have to be love here. There's someone in your environment that's like a Klingon. Okay? Yeah. And it's almost like you need some firm boundaries with this person. It's an energy of like fully wanting to mesh with you or integrate with you or like even become you to some sense, in some sense. It's like overbearing. Someone is super overbearing. Okay. This is also someone who it feels like they are overly emotional, maybe currently. I don't know if it's permanently, but I am picking that up. And you are not wanting to get sucked into some sort of, I don't know, maybe it's a drama triangle type thing. Okay, so let's just move on. We're going to pull some energies for you. This is your current situation that we're going to pull on today, Leo. So you, your situation, and someone in your environment. It doesn't have to be the same energy. Okay, we'll see what's up. Gonna pull some of these first. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, everything you guys do. It really helps out around here. Sacrifice. I read it. So you're doing some readjustments. Okay. It feels like you were really enamored by a particular idea. Like, you really wanted something here, Leo. It's like, I'm going to go after this goal. I'm going to go after this person. This is what I want. This is what I'm going after. And somehow, some way, you decide to change your mind. Or it's like you realize this isn't for me. Okay. So there's something about this that's like switching up. And that flew up in the air. Time for spirit. Okay. And powerful personal growth. That's really interesting, Leo. I feel like since, what is this? Maybe like 6 months now, 5 to 6 months. Leo energy has been going through some massive internal shifts and like personal challenges and experiencing growth because of that. But it's almost as though there's a lot of complicated energies around you during this time as well. So I've been seeing this for you. So this is the time for spirit. It's almost like you need some space. You need some time to yourself. You just really want to be peaceful because you're going through a shift here. And I feel like you've also made peace with where you are. Whereas before, maybe you felt like, you were rowing against the tide or you were taking the hard route. Like it's almost like you put yourself through wanting something so bad that you were willing to compromise a lot. Okay. And it almost was to your fall or to your detriment here. But that's what you're letting go of with the sacrifice energy. Okay, it's making a sacrifice. So definitely getting rid of energies, people even who are not suiting you right now. I also am getting the word donations. Okay, so maybe that resonates with some of you or somebody specifically. Maybe you're like wanting to donate some of your things here, sifting through things and kind of getting rid of a lot of baggage as you are seeing it. Renunciation, offering, and letting go. So yeah, this is that hunter, aggressor, tracker, provider energy. Interesting too, because even if you feel like there's somewhere you need to be or you have felt that way, you kind of shifted and changed your mind or you changed your perspective. All right, you're like, actually, that's not what I want. So Queen of Wands is here. Let's see what's going on with you. I'm hearing I feel lazy. Do you feel lazy? Maybe you feel like you need a break. Okay. As long as everything is in moderation, yes, it's appropriate, okay? Of course, don't get yourself into a habit where you're always needing a break or always needing to not do the things you need to do everything fall into the wayside here. Okay, so let's see, Leo. Yeah, Queen of Wands keeps coming out for you. So this is actually a really nice energy. That's that fire energy that we also see in the Hunter card and King of Pentacles. you're creating some stability here in your life. I feel like out of chaos. Okay? But there's something with the Queen of Wands here, and your energy coming up as the Queen of Wands is, I can do it. It's definitely a self-belief and a lot of confidence in order to, I'm hearing control your environment. Okay, what's going on with your situation, please? If you're wanting, here's a little side note. If you're wanting to send someone that you appreciate, like a token of appreciation, really, someone that you like or someone has done a favor for you, you want to send them maybe an arrangement, or you want to send them maybe like cookies or something like that. I say do it, okay? Because you're showing someone how much you appreciate how they're contributing here. So your situation is the Hangman and someone is the Hangman. So this person really, okay, so the Magician, this is somebody who's feeling really dissatisfied with your situation, with concerning you, okay? It's almost as though they're trying to understand you, trying to get to the bottom of things, and they've definitely put a lot of things in their environment on hold. The thing is, there's like a reluctance for this person to want to do anything about it, which I find to be interesting, because this is the one who is like almost like wanting to see some progress or wanting something in particular, but not necessarily acting upon it. So this situation here is telling me that you and this person, or you or this person here, is like, should we just stop waiting on this to change? Should we just stop waiting on trying to understand one another here, because it's not really getting anywhere? So there's definitely a little bit of frustration when it comes to this. It's like, I'm not seeing Leo put efforts, and Leo's not seeing me put efforts in a particular way, okay, in order for it to manifest something bigger and better. So I'm feeling like, dissatisfied. That's what we're seeing here. It's like, I'm done waiting on this. That's kind of what's being considered. Let me see about this Hangman. So, okay. So Leo, maybe this is you. You feel like you've kind of done too much, or you've overextended yourself. You gave too much here, and you decide to dial it back. You're like, I'm the one who's given too much. I'm just going to actually retreat within myself and kind of see if the other person picks up the slack. And that's what we see here. We see some slack in your situation. Now it's almost like both of you guys are trying to see with what the other person's going to do with it. So I feel like you're kind of looking at it, and this person that you're dealing with, by the way, is almost like setting this up here. It feels almost like I'm setting this up to see what Leo does. So this is someone who's pretty calculated in that regard. So here's your situation. That's what I'm saying. So the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, a lot of self-interest is happening right now on both ends. Maybe it's warranted. I'm not here to tell you what and how and judge it, but that's what this is. And that's how it's being perceived, and that's how it's being experienced. Okay. Stagnancy and being real tired of waiting on something that's not really materializing, or the other person not pulling through. That's what this is. It's like, you're letting me down. It's like, well, you're letting me down. It's like, what? So both of you guys want the other to kind of extend themselves. Okay. This is actually causing you to focus on yourself in the first place, which is why probably we have these oracles that we pulled for you. It's like focusing internally. There's also a need to kind of reassess the self, Leo, and kind of be like, so why is this happening? How did I contribute to this? How did the other person contribute to this? It's basically taking a realistic look at things. Now, maybe you're considering that now. Let me see the Queen of Wands, but also you're reassessing yourself and kind of like, what do I want to create in my life? And it's definitely like, let's say, for example, like you felt like you really, again, here's this message. You were very involved with someone energetically. Maybe you felt like you were thinking about them a lot, or they were, okay. There was a lot of mental and emotional and energetic ties. It's like, why can't I stop thinking about this person? Why do I keep wondering about them? Why do I feel this huge urge and all of these things? And it's almost like by design, I feel like there's something going on here with you and this person that someone's doing this on purpose. So it's like to pervade like your mental space, your emotional space, something like that. But this is kind of realizing how that's not really conducive. And it's like, wait a minute, let me just, stop my thought process, my energy going toward another person, another situation that's not really part of my life tangibly right now. Okay, so I feel like there's a realization about this, and that's why we have this sacrifice energy. So tell me about this Queen of Wands for Leo. So yeah, see this double card, and in this depiction, Hermit. Wow. It's like you're realizing a dynamic between you and this individual that it's highlighting, that you are even seeing within yourself here. So that's kind of the beauty of this. Even though it may be a little bit chaotic or a little bit uncomfortable, we have like the double here talking about you getting control of something that's undesirable or making those changes so that things don't take over. Okay, so like this feeling, this pervasive feeling, it's not going to take over me. If I want something or someone so bad, why am I doing this? What's going on inside of me? Which is where this Hermit is coming out. Okay, so you're doing this reflective energy, and I almost feel like too, you could be realizing like you're misplacing your sexual energy, like your creative energy. It's like being channeled toward, again, something that's almost intangible. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. You're like, yeah, I got to take a step back here. Okay. Some of you guys put a lid on the cookie, or you put a lid on connecting with people in a physical manner, intimately so. It could be specifically this person. Let me see what else is here. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, World card. Now here's the thing too, because the door is still open for this situation, but it's not at the top of your list anymore. If it was at all, I'm just saying, it's like, it's not, you're not depending on this. You're kind of just pulling back that vibe that you're putting out there. Let me see what this person's doing, by the way. Who do we have here? This is Piscean energy, but I don't know, man. Okay, so Sagittarius. Yeah, so we have Sagittarius in my cards up here too. Oh yeah, and the Pisces. So this is a Jupiterian energy. Somebody has like a highly aspected Jupiter, or okay, so Pisces again. Yeah, Jupiterian. That's what I'm saying. This is somebody who is, I feel like you guys have this really strong, like, energetic ties. And this person is completely aware of that. Now, I will tell you this. While you're going about your business and adjusting some energies here, this person is kind of being patient here, trying to, like, check things out, wanting to see some sort of shift. And they're waiting to see a shift here. And I feel that this is somebody who wants some sort of reciprocity, or like I said, it's almost like someone's laying a trap, or they lay some bait and like, okay, let's see if Leo does this. Let's see if Leo reaches out. Let's see if Leo picks up the slack here. Okay. Super interesting. Let's see what else. What's going on here with this individual? This Jupiterian. Again, the strength, that's you. Someone's starting to see that you're not budging here. King of Pentacles. Okay. It's like the stability of this situation is a little bit up in the air right now, because we're seeing both of these secondary pentacle energies, the King and Queen here. I see that this individual is a little bit, I mean, I guess maybe it's like a nerve-wracking kind of waiting process to see if Leo is going to make necessary changes or beneficial changes for the situation or not. It's super, yeah, so the Tower, the Death. That's what I'm saying. See this? It's like, let me watch Leo. This feels almost like someone is looking for a deal breaker. But this is almost like last limb, kind of like last leg. Let's see what happens. That's the vibe. All right, hold on. Let's break this down a little bit further, and then we'll pull some, I don't know, we'll see what question we want to ask, if we need see what happens next, or advice, guidance, or something like that. Thank you for the likes. Go ahead, if you're watching now, leave a lion emoji. I'm seeing that right here in the comments, so we all know you made it this far. Okay, so let's see about this Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. The Five of Cups is here. And the Six of Cups. That's what I'm saying. It does feel almost like testing the waters or trying to see if things are coming back together. I also feel like, Leo, it's like you're privy to this person's dynamic, or it's like you know why they're kind of, you're aware that they want you to fall into this trap, or you're aware that this person wants you to extend yourself in some way. There's something about, because you're directly looking at them. And I don't feel like you're wanting to even extend that energy toward them, that they're waiting for you. It's almost like just because they want you to do this, then you don't want to do it. It's like, why would I have to play this kind of game? And maybe it's not a game per se. It's almost like, let's see how strong this connection is. Well, maybe that is kind of like a game. Perspective, eh? Let me see about this person. The wheel. It could be that you're perceiving this person to kind of be toying around. Let me see this wheel and the strength for this individual. That's the thing too, because I feel like you're in somewhat of like that's so funny, this Hangman individual. Definitely peeping you out, trying to see what you're going to do, any shift you're making, any change you're making, so that almost in a way to come off of your feminine energy, which male or female, it really doesn't matter. You're in some sort of receptive energy, and this is someone who is like waiting for you to take action, but you're not. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles. So here's that. They want you to give them some sort of affection, attention. They want a little bit of reciprocity, and this is what they're waiting for. And I feel like you're not digging that, really. Yeah, the Six of Wands. That's what I'm saying. This is somebody who feels like, you know, there needs to be more attention put in here so that you guys can find some sort of balance between you and yourself, and then me with you. So that's what this person's looking for, so that there's some sort of normalcy restored here. Like, it depends on you. This is somebody who's waiting for you to take action or make some sort of shift so that you guys can move forward. So let me see. It's like gauging your interest. Let's say it like that. Let me see about Leo. That's the thing too. You're like, I shouldn't have to do that. That's what it feels. Let me see, Leo. All right. Yeah. Empress. And you're like, well, I'm feminine energy too. So what is this? A stalemate? The King of Swords. That's the thing. So you're not compromising your value. You're not coming off of your throne. You're not taking your crown off. It's kind of like, this is what I'm seeing here, just so that you can fit someone's idea of a partner, or someone's idea of, is this in the workplace? I don't know. What kind of reading is this? I feel this could be anywhere. So if this is a workplace thing, someone is about to offer you some type of promotion, by the way, because they're seeing your hard work here. So that's good news. You're about to get some type of promotion. Okay, let's see what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next in this dynamic? That's the thing too. I feel like you pulled back here energetically because you're perceiving some type of trouble ahead, or it's like you're watching the signs. You know exactly why this person took a step back. So I feel like you are aware of that, but this is someone who really needs your input at this time, and that's what they're checking for. It's almost as though this person could be like, is Leo so self-absorbed that they're not going to extend themselves to me? It's like that. I'm not saying you are. I am saying what I'm seeing here. So let's see. So 3 of Swords pop in. What's going to happen in this dynamic? Page of Wands. So there's a Hierophant, the 10 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. Wow. There's a perceived like risk here. It's like if we move forward with this relationship or this partnership here, are things going to change moving forward, or is it going to always be this kind of dynamic? So I will tell you this. There is some type of conversation that's coming up, and there's definitely still some background energy about risk versus reward here with this relationship. Because what's on the table is we're seeing some amount of shared happiness, but there's also like a guardedness here. And it feels like whatever's being spoken about or brought up is kind of going to maybe make someone feel a little bit ruffled or a little bit defensive. Let me see what else. Especially if we're talking about this partnership, because that's kind of what this looks like. Like someone could actually be speaking truth about what they're experiencing coming up here. I'm not sure who exactly it is. It feels like it needs to be a dialogue because I saw 2 court cards in there. Yeah, see that King of Swords? This is talking about, wow, the 10 of Wands. This is talking about like, I'm waiting so long to hear from this person. Okay, maybe you're dealing with a Jupiterian. We keep seeing this. Regardless, whether you are or you're not, there is a shift coming in. But it's a decision of a shift. It's like, okay, because we've been waiting too long for this, or this is just dragging out too long, then I'm going to be choosing to move forward. Yeah, I am seeing some, it's like a Sagittarius vibe in this reading. It doesn't have to be a placement. I have seen, maybe you have a Capricorn placement, Leo, yourself, possibly. You don't have to. So tell us more about this. I'll pull you some advice, guidance. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some kind of pulling back here that's happening, especially depending upon this conversation. If and when it does happen, things are going to be determined. Now, if it doesn't happen at all, someone is like, I've been waiting too long for this, I'm just going to release and basically see what happens. I'm going to go with the flow here. So in both regards, I do see there is a lot of kind of going with the flow happening and maintaining some type of 9 of Pentacles vibe. That's what I see happening. So you're choosing this. Maybe you feel like something is not more than like a physical attraction for some. That's what I see here. What's Leo doing in the next moves here? I almost feel like you're doing this. Okay. Yeah, the King and Queen of Pentacles. And we saw this in your reading. Maybe you have your eye on an earth sign. An earth sign has their eye on you. But you're also weighing up the possibility of this relationship here. Okay? It could be that you're kind of seeing someone in your environment in a different way here. Maybe you have a long-term situation. And maybe you don't. But when these two are facing each other, it looks like there is a long-term situation here that you're considering very heavily. It's like, can we put both of our input into the same place? So some of you could be doing something jointly, like for example, a joint venture, a joint bank account, something like this. There's an idea about this coming up for you, and I feel like you're considering that heavily. Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords. And the Death card. If you're facing some sort of choice here, someone is not accepting you kind of wanting to move away from an energy. This is Two of Swords here. It could be a water sign here that's almost caused a certain amount of like emotional and mental chaos. And this could be the source of this stagnancy for some of you. Huh. Let me get you some advice, guidance. Advice, guidance for Leo. Oh wow, I made this reading way too long. I apologize. Oops. The Nine of Pentacles. Well, hello. So you have the Fool card. All right. Wow. You got to let it slide here. Okay. There could be something that you're holding on to. Maybe you're not wanting to open up emotionally, or you're keeping your emotions to yourself or some sort of expression to yourself here. And it's time for you to kind of let it fly. Like let go of things that are stagnant right now, emotional things, or maybe you're stuffing yourself up full of, you know, feelings because of a security situation. Okay. This is almost like something has to release. It's like a release valve. Okay. Because it feels like you're being stuffed up in some way. This is inhibiting like your energy is what this is saying. Like some sort of energetic blockage here. Heart chakra vibes. There's some sort of resistance to let go. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles, there's a shift here. So this is you. And I feel like your angle with this individual is kind of being at peace with the way that things are and allowing things to evolve if they do. And it's not like you're taking your time is what it is. Perhaps some of you are still trying to release yourself from something. Okay, again, emotionally. And that's also a shift that you're waiting to be free of so that you can actually move forward. What else is here? Yeah, because you are doing a release, really. So Three of Cups. Of course, Mars retrograde. okay? The Lovers, so Gemini vibes. And the 10, Mars, more Mars. There's an energy, like a masculine energy that could be almost in like a shadow phase, that is trying to maintain control over your relationship here. And you know, maybe if they're not doing this out of their actual actions, and it could be energetic. I do see some action here though. It feels like some of you guys are having like a gag order, by the way, like a NDA coming up, or someone is saying, you know, you can't say these things, you can't speak about these things, you can't, you know, it feels like someone is kind of controlling your expression, and there's some sort of release as it relates to this, or being able to move to the next phase, okay? Interesting. You may be realizing someone's dynamic. You could be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Leo. Yeah, Death card. With that King of Pentacles. Okay, so here's what's up, okay? There is a change coming in. There's an opportunity coming in. And so the 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. If you feel like you've been stuffing away your feelings or some thoughts that you're experiencing, Spirit is telling you now's the time for you to change your mind about that. Take a chance, speak up, and say what it is that you need to say, because you're stuffing yourself down here, and this is what needs to be released. Like, you are allowed to have an opinion. You're allowed to speak up on your experience, like tell people how it is, okay? If you feel like someone is being shady, or you feel like someone is not, it's almost like someone could be passive aggressive here. You feel like someone's trying to be controlling, okay? And you're kind of walking on eggshells. It's time for you to like go straight in and say what's up. Like, just say exactly what it is that you're seeing. It's like, I see what you're doing, and it's almost like you have to call someone out, okay? You don't have to keep your feelings to yourself here, Leo. They are valid. From what I'm seeing in Spirit is encouraging you to speak up. You're going to be surprised, because it's almost like there's supportive energy around you. So this could be in the form of other people, like, wow, Leo, good job. Like, you said what you needed to say, you did what you needed to do, and this is an accomplishment. You know, it's almost like, cheers, Leo, you did it. You said it. You did it. You let that stuff go. You have to let this fly. There's some type of expression you need to have, okay? And it's very truthful. Instead of keeping this truth to yourself. Anything else about this? Knight of Wands and the Moon, yeah. Now, some of you are speaking up about your emotional desires here, or the lack thereof. And that's kind of what this is too. Yeah. You may not be seeing like the long-term vision right now of a particular energy that's coming in. Okay. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles is here. I feel like you're going to be surprised if you actually speak up for what it is you're experiencing or what you're seeing right now, because that's what's beneficial to you. Interesting, huh? Yeah, speaking up. Okay. Well, I love you so very much. Leo, feel free to check previous future reads, other placements for more or different information. Friends, family members, neighbors, coworkers, peeping Tom, peeping Tony down the street. Check their places too, so we know what they're up to. I love you. Kisses. Bye-bye.